I'm still trying to get set up. I'm sorry, I'm so screwed up. Okay, we'll try it again. I guess we're recording. I don't know. I'm trying to get on Twitter also. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be there. Oh, that's annoying music. Okay, we're there. Let's say we're on. Let's go help. Ooh, don't have the camera right. There we go, a little better. That's good, okay. So for there, let's get on Let's Go Help Live. And we're on TikTok Live. That's good. And, you know, it looks like there's a lot of news items today, and the White House came out also, it looks like, about yelling at those people who were saying that FEMA's out of money and you can't get grants and all this bad stuff. And I got upset yesterday and came out with a report, a live feed that was, you know, just saying these people are terrible, you know, and nobody ever should be doing that in our country because it's stopping people from getting the help they need. So if you're stopping from people getting the help they need, man, you know, you're the bad guy. You know, and it's terrible that you're doing that. And like I said, I mean, I don't want to live in a country where everybody stops helping people. So there's help out there because you live in America. And then people are saying, no, but it's not for you. I mean, that's true in some cases, but certainly not in FEMA. FEMA helped my family when we lost our business, lost our home, and everything. And without that, it would have caused a lot of effort, a lot of heartache would have been happening if FEMA wasn't there. And so it's there now for millions of people that are hurt in the last two hurricanes, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about these. And actually, if you weren't affected that, there is still emergency money for you. Emergency money, it's not in FEMA. See, FEMA makes it easy. So if the White House declares your area an emergency, then a whole bunch of stuff happens. And that happens to be, you get up a maximum of like $4,100 now if you're declared an area. So there's a lot of emergencies that you have, and they're not declared an emergency in an area. So if you're in a declared emergency area and you want to find out if you're in a declared emergency area, you can, and you do that by going to FEMA.gov, FEMA.gov. And that will show you if you're in an area like that. And then if you are in that area, then what you have to do is apply. And you apply by going to disasterassistance.gov, disasterassistance.gov. And that's where you apply. Or you could call FEMA at 1-800-621-3362. And don't believe anything you see on the internet, even it's good, bad, or whatever, because they're guessing. And for getting free money or grants and things like that, assistance of any kind, don't believe me or any other middleman that is not giving out the money. You want to go directly to the organization that's giving out money. Otherwise, you're going to get trapped in some scam or misinformation, and they don't really know the full picture because they're just doing it to get publicity. Oh, just to get publicity. Who would ever do that? And so it's important that you go to the horse's mouth, and you can. 800-621-3362. Or disasterassistance.gov. There's a place there to apply, and you do that. Okay. Now, whether you're in an area or not, there's still a lot of emergency cash available. Okay. There's still a lot of emergency cash available, and you could find that by going to findhelp.org. Okay. Findhelp.org. Okay, and they're the people, new haircut. Yeah, I cut my own hair too. I just go zip, 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 zip on 0 on this side and clip those with the beard trimmer. And I got a haircut in 5 minutes and don't have to sit like in a dental office. And that's important. I get lazy, I forget to do it. But it's as I get older, what I hate old guys that have hair coming out all over, you know. I don't want to be one of those people that have hair coming out all over. You've seen them on the street, haven't you? So I would. Okay, so another place to go and get this is commoncause.org. Okay, commoncause.org. Okay, so if you don't get FEMA, or you need more than FEMA, or you have an emergency, you know, you can't pay your bills, you can't do this, emergency, you can't repair your car, and things like that, where do you go? Okay, there's still lots and lots of places, okay? And it still takes work. And I think the most important thing you have to remember is to be patient. I mean, and even with FEMA, you can't rush bureaucrats. They have to follow the law to do everything. If it was a personal friend and they don't have to follow the law, but see, if you call a government agency and they don't follow all the rules, those people will go to jail. And if they give you money that really seems, you know, you should have it, and yeah, you sound reasonable, whatever, yeah, I'll give you money. It's not like your father giving you money. And even if it's a loan from your father. I remember, you know, as a kid, Dad, can I borrow $5? Yeah, he knew I was never going to pay him back. So they can make those instant decisions. Bureaucrats cannot. So whether it's a nonprofit organization or a government office, you have to get your mind set about that before you start calling, because you'll get pissed off. You know, the water is filling up in the basement and it's going to be on the first floor soon. So you're going to yell at them, you know, and that's not going to help anything at all. And so that's why you're going to lose momentum. You're going to lose what's out there for you by having that attitude. So you have to get that emergency out of your mind and talk reasonably so people have a chance to help you, because nobody wants to help people who's yelling at them. It's time. And so that's important. You talk reasonably so that you give them a chance to help you. And also, if they can't help you, here's the most important thing to do about anything. You ask those people, hey, where else can I go? You know, is there another organization or other? That is the most important thing for you to do. And if you're pissed off, you're not going to do that. God damn it, you can't help me. Click, you know, and you're going to hang up. And you're going to lose the best opportunity you had of finding help for your problem. And that's by hanging up on people because you're pissed off. No, unfortunately, I know we all want to do that. I want to do that. Man, when these bureaucrats call me on the phone, I get so pissed off just talking to them, because they're just clicking the boxes and answering questions. They're not human even. So what I try to do is make them human. I say a tacky joke, or hey, who was the last person who called you up and yelled at you? Or just something that's real human, that makes them human, and then they could relate to you. They want to help you as a human. They don't want you to help you as a screaming asshole. Nobody wants to help that, right? So you're not going to get that at all. So you have to really be nice, be human. That's how you get help. Humans want to help humans. We don't want to help screaming assholes. But that's what a problem turns us into. And it's hard to control that, I know. I have the asshole in me that wants to get out too. And so that's why you have to learn tricks to trick your own mind to do that. And what you should mean, hey, this is not going to help you at all by doing this. And these people are humans also. And you want to get the best out of that human that you're trying to talk to. Not if they don't have money, fuck you. No, hey, talk to a lot of people like this who need help. And can you suggest what I should do, where I should go? And this is the first time it's happening to you, right? So you don't know where to go. They do. They've talked to idiots like you all day long. So they learn stuff, that could help you a whole lot. There's Charity. Charity, I just saw the thing you gave to somebody, a member who was looking for, what was it, a senior? Was it home repair? Or wasn't home repair, but that was part of it, right? What was it? Paying the mortgage or their taxes? What was it, Charity? Can't help you do, know anyone who could. Right. Charity, do you know the item you just put up? I got a copy of it. But what was it? It was an interesting topic. What was it? Tree removal. Yes, I got that happen too. I got free tree removal. Yeah. But see, and what Charity did, for the member, is went to findhelp.org, or not find help. She went to Chat GPT, and that's what I usually, because that will tell you about government offices and nonprofit organizations that will do that. Google won't. So she completed that list and get it to the member. So that was wonderful. Yeah, it was great. And actually, I got it. You know how I got it? I found out through the County Cooperative Extension Service that the utility company will take down your tree if it may affect power lines. So they take it down for free. So I called the utility company, said, hey, I think it's close to the power line. And they came out and talked down the fence. I don't know, it'd probably be $10,000 or something like that if I had to do it. See, the help is out there, but you don't know that. You don't know stuff. I don't know stuff. No, but none of us know. Life is too complicated. That's why you have to rely on anybody. That's why getting free money and help is nothing but being nice to people and use them. Don't think you're going to get it on the internet. How would you know that? Well, I'm looking for, tree to pay for trees that hurt power lines. You don't know. You didn't even know that was there. The question. See, that's why I used to wear question mark suits all the time, because we don't know the questions to ask. So that's why you have to go to people. That's what we do at Let's Go Help, is show you who the people are where you live that help you solve that solve problems like that. So you want to talk to people who solve problems like that. So like start a business. Okay, we're going to direct you to organizations, nonprofit organizations, and government offices where you live that all they do. Listen, all they do, this is all they do all day, is help people like you start a business. They're the people you want to talk to. You don't want to go to Google and talk to somebody who's going to charge you $5,000 to do something you could have got better for free. No, but you won't find them in Google. You find them in Let's Go Help. But no, I mean, we don't have a market on this. You just have to understand that you have that option. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, dig, dig. You dig it, you have to dig it to win. Right, Charity? Everybody's digging it. And you have to dig it in order to win. Otherwise, you won't, man. This stuff is out there. We live in a bountiful country. I mean, just think of what we were 100 years ago. Jesus Christ. We were all working on the farms. And dig some more. That's exactly what it is, Charity. And it's so important to do that. And that was a wonderful item that you get. Yay, Charity. Yay, Charity. See? And that's her name. She's doing all this for charity. We got to treat you better, Charity. Don't leave us. Did you see, didn't see you on a documentary? Oh, yeah, there's somebody, there are small-time documentaries. I think they're on YouTube or whatever. Or actually, you know who did something nice on me is, oh shit, why don't I know? Put Matthew Lesko and you'll see a documentary or two about that. Vice magazine, that's right, they did it. They came out and lived with me for 2 or 3 days and followed me around the city as I was working and everything. And that was fun to see. But okay, so back to the emergency. Okay. So if you're not a member of Let's Go Help and you don't have charity here to do all your research for you, you could do it. You learn how to use Chat GPT, and then another thing is there's some free organizations, and what I like best, there's two groups that keep track of all the nonprofits that give out stuff for free. And those websites are findhelp.org and 211.org. Now, I use them both, but I like findhelp.org. Because 211, what happens is that people call, you could call 211 and ask them where to get free stuff. And that's okay. It'd be something good for something that's obvious. But something that is less obvious to me, you're just going to get a stock answer that may or may not help. And you need all the sources. If you want to get a job, you have to find out all the jobs that are available, not just one. You say, oh, this is the best one. And if they say no, what do? You have to go home and pee and give up, right? So that's not going to work. So that's why you need them all. That's why you use their database, not their phone number. And findhelp.org is presented better, and it's all over the country. See, on 211, it's 311 in some other places. So it's a little screwed up, and you get you get sucked into calling and thinking you're going to get it on the phone, and there's so much more behind the curtain. You want to see the wizards themselves behind the curtain, yeah. And that's what Find Help makes you do, because you put in findhelp.org. Now, here's some examples. Okay, say if you're FEMA. Okay, and you go to you're caught up in this stuff, and you go to FEMA and you apply to the programs there, and you get up to $41,500 for all their programs, and they have programs for everything. I mean, hotel rooms, medical expenses, dental expenses, car expenses, all these kinds of things that you have, food, diaper money. It's incredible, but. Okay, you could also go to findhelp.org and put in disaster assistance, the same thing. Now, what you get is 600 organizations. Actually, where I live, you get 600 organizations that also provide disaster assistance. So that's emergency assistance too, because none of it requires FEMA. Okay, FEMA requires FEMA. So the half a dozen or dozen programs FEMA has, they require FEMA. You have to get the holy water from the White House to be able to get that, okay? But if you go to Find Help, you'll find 600 organizations that also help that aren't in FEMA. You don't have to have the FEMA holy water. And there's all kinds of things, like here. Disaster unemployment insurance. How'd you know you had that? Okay. Unemployment discrimination assistance. You have an emergency. You feel discriminated against your job. Wow, that's a disaster to you, right? You can't make money anymore. Well, here's who you call to shake up those people and so they don't screw you over. Or how about this? You want to be a paramedic, okay? Here's financial support to be a paramedic. I guess you want to help in some. I don't know how that. It's under disaster assistance. How would you know? Legal help for disaster victims. Okay, if FEMA screws you over, this is what you do. Or somebody else screws you over. That's what you do. Disaster funeral assistance. Okay, that's actually FEMA has the disaster funeral assistance. Right? Self-storage grants. Self-storage grants. We all need that. FEMA appeals program. Okay, I don't know. FEMA does have an appeal process. So if you apply to FEMA and they don't give you the money, you appeal. Okay, they have, every government grant has an appeal process. You go through that process, just fill it out. Okay, here's, if you want free legal help for a FEMA appeals project, that's what this is for. Even if you don't use it, you appeal, man. Always. Emergency Prescription Assistance Program. That's a Department of Health and Human Services office. How would you know? Okay, you're on FEMA and you need the prescription drug. They have it for you. Respite care financial assistance. You're taking care of somebody and you need that extra help to take care of somebody. Where are you going to get it? No matter if it's because of FEMA or not, you have that help. Okay, and it's here. Respite care financial assistance. Bartender emergency assistance. Now, that's not to call a bartender because you need a drink. That's what I was thinking of when I said, oh, bartender emergency assistance program. Oh, yeah, boy, I love a scotch on the rocks right now. Who do I call? No, it's for people who are bartenders or barbacks or work in the bar in services. They have grants for you. How would you know? I'm here to apply for a bartender grant. Yeah, honest. Yeah. Okay. Financial assistance for families working in the restaurant industry. That's under emergency assistance, okay, on findhelp.org. How about for your dog, okay? How to escape safely with your dog. Actually, you know what this is for? People living in violent situations, okay? So if you're living in a violent situation and you got to get out, and you and your pet have to get out of there, right? In a hurry. Well, that's a free service to do that. It's called Red Rover Relief. Red Rover Relief Safe Escape. See, how would you know to do that? You don't. And that's why when you're doing this, you gotta get on that phone. You gotta ask people because you don't know what the hell to ask. You don't know the question to ask. And going on Google, all you're gonna do is find people who are gonna want money from you to solve your problem. Get out of Google, okay? Stay away from Google. And start calling these organizations that are every day solve problems like yours for people. They're the people you want to talk to. Writers Emergency Assistance. Okay, look at it. Okay, Chastity's a writer. Okay, you should look at this. Writers Emergency Assistance. Emergency Financial Assistance. Yeah, okay. Actually, if you go and look for only financial assistance on Find Help, when I do it in my zip code, I get 300 organizations where I live that help with financial assistance. None of it is from FEMA. Maybe there's 3 or 4, but 300. Yeah. You got so much help for financial assistance, no matter what your emergency is. That's what these are for. You have to know about these things. You live here. You're in America. It's a great country most of the time. And you got to use it, though. If you don't know how to use it, this is just, you're sitting on top a gold mine and not digging it, right? As Charity said, you got to dig it. That gold underneath the ground ain't going to come up by itself. You got to dig it, and that's the most important. Free prescription glasses. How would you know that? Free cosmetic dentistry. How would you know that? Free furniture. How would you know that? And this is what I found in going to Find Help. There were 600 programs like this. Medical debt. Get rid of your medical debt and hospital bills. Yes. Okay, actually, this is a really good organization. It's called Dollar, DOLLARFOR, and I think it's .org, DOLLARFOR.org. So if you have a hospital bill you can't pay, you want to go to $.org, okay, and they get rid of the hospital bill if you don't have a lot of money, okay? If you have a lot of money, then you probably can't get it, but if you don't, or even in the middle, see, what is a lot of money? I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it used to be, I thought you had to be destitute and poverty level. No, not having a lot of money is less than $150,000 now. So these programs that I thought originally were for people with low income, that income is going up to $100,000, $150,000. Like now the new child care money to help for child care. The last one was up to $200,000 for grants for child care. That's right. What the hell are we giving those people money for? And we have so many people, man, they can't even make rent. Oh, well, that's another thing. Let's see, it's really hard to find those proper. Yes, and that's why we're here. But you don't need us, okay? If you go to these organizations, I mean, the list is free. You don't have to come to us to get this list. You go to findhelp.org and you start calling. That's the problem. A lot of people are afraid to talk on the phone. I was too. And Charity, man, she would have to go to the bathroom 10 times before she would make a call. but now she's an evangelist of getting on the phone. Wonderful. And we all like that. We're just not used to, we don't never go to a research class that tells you how to get on the phone, right? So nobody practices. Oh, you just go to the internet, you just go and read books. Come on. Books are yesterday, the internet is selling you stuff. So you gotta stay away from that. You gotta find people who are in this country to help other people. And that's a third of everything in our country are those people. A third of everything in our country are those people who get paid to help you. How do you like that? And we're running around sucking up, paying all these 2/3 of the people because they found out how to make money, giving them money when we could get it for free. Why? Because the people give it for free don't advertise. So what happens is you're giving it all to them. Relief from hospital. Yeah, there it is, Misty. Yes, $1 wonderful place. Because you just put in the amount of money you owe to the hospital, who the hospital is, and they'll see if they can get it wiped out for you. And they do a lot of that because the hospital hate to tell you you don't have to pay. Because they're all businesses. They're trying to make as much money. These hospitals are owned by Wall Street now and all this kind of stuff. They're all just after the dollar, not here to help other people. How do you get on the phone? Well, it depends on how big your phone is. If it's a real small phone, you can't get on it. You're going to have to use it by the phone. Oh, shit. Oh, my mind goes funny places. Chad gets search. Yeah. Oh, good. That's why I love kids. I got grandkids now. Man, and you could take so literally because a kid, when he says that, you and I know what you mean by getting on the phone. But I could say, I can't get on the phone. It's too small. How am I going to sit on the phone? Won't it hurt? I can't do that. Searching the links over and over again and watch Matthew video too. Yeah, I think, and that's what I think the Let's Go Help is about, is encouraging others to do that because it does take work and all that. Misty, great to hear you got an ER bill covered. Hope you all. Oh, really, Misty? Wonderful. Did you tell everybody about that? Tell everybody about that, okay? And actually, if you got something, I want to do more interviews of people who got money so they could see. See, when I worry about it, me telling people to do it, well, people look at me and say, oh, that idiot can do it. He doesn't give a shit what he does, But I want to talk to normal people and to show how you guys did it, okay? Kids are the best, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're a great audience because they haven't heard my tacky jokes. People I live with. I need a new joke writer is what I need. Or somebody needs a new husband. I'm not sure what's more important. Yeah, see, I mean, it is. And that's why what we have to do, I feel, is keep educating people about the possibilities. We cannot guarantee you're going to get paid for it. We cannot guarantee that you're going to get money. We can guarantee that these programs are real and people are getting that help. And you have to figure out how to be one to do it. If you have another way to do it, if you have another way to get this money to solve a problem, you go do it. But if you don't sit there and say it can't be done. Stupid dad jokes, yes. I wrote most of those. But I'll steal from anyone. Testimony. Yeah, so yeah, everybody, if you have a testimonial like this, please write it. Members, in the testimonial section, we're trying to bring our other testimony. We had like 400 testimonials over on Facebook before they got weird. And so many people snuck in and saying that they're us and we're going to give you money as long as you give us $500 and crap like that. So we had to get out of there. But it's hard to move all those wonderful testimonials we had there, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds of them. And Misty is part of the group that's trying to cut and paste those out. God bless her. But they're an asset. I mean, that proves not that we're good, but that the government is real and that these programs are real. That's the bigger hurdle we have, is showing, making people believe that the government has something of value, because all you hear from the media in Washington is the government is bad. And that's fine, they have to do that because we have to fix what's bad about it. But nobody's telling you what's good. I mean, I feel we're the only person in America telling you what's good about the government. Everybody else is telling you what's bad. They even make up bad stuff because they can't find enough real bad. No, that's silly. The government is like a third of everything in our country, and you got to make up bad stuff? You're really lazy. You're lazier than I am if you're doing that. That's why I got so upset, these people. And they make up bad stuff about programs that are real, that could really help people. And the money we devote it and set aside to help people, and they're saying, don't apply because it's not real. I mean, to me, those people belong in jail. It's like yelling fire in a crowded movie. You know, you have a right for speech, but you don't have a right to hurt people when it doesn't have to. To all you wonderful members, always. I've got to quit a few. I've got quite a few to do. I've done a couple, but I can do more. We all can. Charity, and your gift is helping members, and that is a wonderful gift of kindness and your heart that you have, Michelle, and all these people that are here to help each other. Misty, I mean, that is, to me, you're doing God's work. I mean, you're showing people how to help themselves, and what could be better than that? Because you're teaching them a tool they could use for the rest of their life. To me, is like a doctor curing cancer to me. Because just think of the agony and pain that people are going to live with for the rest of their life because they don't think they could solve a problem. And so what you're doing is showing people how they could solve their own problems with tools that are already available to anyone living in this country. And you're doing that, and there is, at least for me, I'm biased, and we all have our own problems, but boy, that is a wonderful contribution to society. And I appreciate all of you who do that. It is just wonderful. And I try to do that every day. Sometimes I get a little too selfish, but I try to fight that, because the more I give, the more the better I feel. And that's why I feel now, the harder I love, the better I feel. And I feel, at least at my age, I only have, the heart is probably the only thing I could get better at. You know, I can't get faster. I go to the gym every day. I can't get stronger. I can't get smarter. All that shit's going downhill. But I feel I could love harder. And that's do more, and that's what I do. That's what I want to do, and that's why I'm so grateful. And I don't have, see, a lot of other people, you have to worry about eating first. You have to take care of yourself first before you take care of other people, because then you're too worried. So take care of yourself first, then you help other people. But you really have to take care of yourself first, and let us help you do that. And that's important. Okay, dears, I have so much love for everything that you're doing, and the navigators that are helping everybody. It's just, I can't believe this happened. And it wasn't by design. It's just something I was trying to do to feed myself, tell you the truth. I said, hey, this is bigger than me, feeding myself. And that's why any profits we make, we give it back to members, because they're the ones that are creating this. And that is, just wonderful. So that's why we give out these grants every month. Make sure you apply for the grants. I can't guarantee you'll win. Maybe Christy knows an inside. Maybe, I think if you sent Christy a couple $100, she may be able to get it for you, okay? Or Charity, I'm sorry, Charity or Tula or Julio. Yeah, they may be bribable. Because we choose as a group, see, we all choose who we think should win, and then we take the top ones, and they're the winners, okay? So bribe all these people, okay, if you really want. I got larceny in me, tell you the truth. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Love you all and love being here, and love that I can talk to you is just a highlight of my day, too. Oh, by the way, members, if you want to join, it's letsgohelp.com. If you're not a member and you want some help, we have tryletsgo at tryletsgo.com. That's a free report that we email to you to get going, and you can start applying to grants tomorrow with that. So go to tryletsgo.com and start applying to grants tomorrow, okay? Or today. You'll get it pretty quick. Well, you don't have to give us money, remember. You have an option.